You can show up before me? You can show up before me. Should I don't be too many people visiting for Christmas. I don't stop hearing it on the radio. Don't be too many people. But I got a whole party coming over. I got Simon coming over, Simon Peter, John Hancock. Yeah, he's coming over. I've got Andrew the Prince. I've got Thomas Edison. I've got James Cagney. I've got Peter, Paul, and Mary. I've got Matthew. I've got Simon. Simon Says. Simon and Garfunkel, and what does Simon say? And whose ass? Who's the judge? Who lies on his ass? Who's the ass? Who's the spy? It's Judas. Judas is coming. Hey, Mr. T. T, what does that mean? I mean, I'm all ready for the party. Judas is coming. Judas is coming. I mean, this is what Judas does before he gets to the final supper. Judas is checking out the hardware. Yes, Judas is just ready to enter the final supper. Let us say the expression is putting the nail in the in. You know, I just had my phone on the side and I tossed down the nail and hammer. Big party tonight, big party. Here in Quebec, you're only allowed to have a visitor if there's a visitor. So we are actually not in normal times. How do you know what the truth is? Put your hand on the Bible and swear to God and swear you're God, and put your hand on the Bible and put your hand on the Bible and swear. Swear to who? Why should we swear? What are we swearing to? What are we swearing? What are we swearing to? I'm looking through the book at the pages and see if I'm swearing to some. Let me look. It's right in front of me and I can't find it. Can't find it and it's right in front of me. Yes, put your hand on the Bible. Put your hand on the Bible. Now, so a Bible's a book. A book can be written. It has authors. So put your hand on the Bible, and if the book has authors and it is written, who's it written by and what does it say? And then we have to take the primary understanding of that book. And if it's written by the good God, the Lord, the King, then wouldn't you think that his number one thing is follow the liars? Know what a lie is all about? Know what a lie is all about and understand what the truth is, what the truth means. Where does the truth come from? So if you enter into court, you put your hand on the Bible and they say, do you swear to tell the truth? Well, why should I swear? My mother says never swear, but she always says tell the truth. So now why am I swearing on the truth? Do you want me to tell a lie? It's really mixed up. God, oh Lord, swear to God. I mean, why should I swear to God? I mean, I just want to say that I swear on the holy truth created by our God. I don't have to swear to God. I swear on the holy truth. That's where I'll swear to. By goddamn, I won't do nothing other than the truth is. What is the truth? That is what it is. If it's not a lie, and if I understand lies and the lies become of what I think is the truth, then what kind of life would I be living? Is there a difference between perception and perspective? Is there a difference between free delivery, we do deliver, or we possibly can deliver? So depending on the wording, we have been brought up with so many tasks to do. How are we supposed to know what the real actual wording is before we put our hand on the Bible in front of the judge in court? Really all disturbing, right? The next thing is digital phones. We can now be in the office and have our phone transferred right to our phone because it's a digital phone. Or somehow old Bell used to be able to transfer it and then send it back to us. Did it ever work that way, or was that the Paget? How did the Paget in your pocket get, right? Like the Paget was the primary before we had the cell phone. What was before the receptor to Paget? Is that an antenna? Antenna. Which reminds me, okay, I don't want to eat the bread. Je veux pas manger le pain. I don't want to eat the bread. I don't want to eat the gluten. So I'm thinking the gluten, the wheat, the bread, rabbits. Rabbits, of course, because in French, le pain. On va avoir le pain pour le déjeuner. Anyone want le pain? So then when you think of le pain, somehow it brings my thinking over to Beauty and the Beast. Brings my thinking over to Beauty and the Beast. So we're going to move on from digital cell phones to separating from what kind of dial-up was Bell. Bell is known to be the big pig under the ground where the rats are. Now they seem to be cutting off Madame Bell. They're cutting off the pig. They're cutting off the interception. And I'm trying to think of something. That we come into this world, they run a parallel line and they slice into this world. And then they slice out of this world. And they take the two worlds and they splice them. How can we splice them? Actually, it's the letter K. The letter K looks like cherries. The letter K. The only difference between X and K is these two bars here right here. See, this X is on an angle, right? This, just turn this one out here, right? Out here and out here. It's saying what the movement is of K can be in K from X. You follow what I'm saying? Almost like that twisted bow tie. And if you make enough of these bow ties, it becomes one part of the Star of David, the Star of Bethlehem in the design. Someone's laughing, and I don't remember what it was, but my shoulders, they're sore shoulders. So I got to look something up and what to take for sure. My sore shoulders, something like that. Where am I now? Okay. So they're cutting off Mother Bell. So now I'm thinking that Mother Bell is the analog. Now we have the digital. We're coming to a full cutoff. What does that mean? Were we spliced into this world? Was there a cherry on each of these? And then top of this, we have that. And then we have that little guy over here. And then the other way, if you take a look at it, we've got 77, and that's your Christ. Then we have two cherries here. And in order to get to the middle of that line, the automatic minimum artwork, this pen's no good. And I'm going to question, because the artwork shows me the beginning of my first bricks. And then from this brick, we can create our little Ks. I like to call these TVs, if you want to call them TVs. So I have bricks, and these bricks, if you put the bricks together, it'll eventually say high 52. Which eventually creates the Queen. The Q letter, we stand on 17, we stand on 77, we stand on Christ. So it creates this, and it brings it down to over here, and we flip it upside down, it's now VW. Where the fox has come into your mind, Fox 45, 9 times 5, Sun 54, part of 27, and 27 is Venus, one more 27, and you now have 81. The Sun and Venus, the red Sun and Venus, 91, 101, 108, 168, 168 hours. We all link up. That 4 reconnects 1, and that's the cycle. 1, 2, 3 years. The 4th year is the cycle. This is 2020. This is the 300, and not today, but next week will be the 366th day of the year, representing Venus, not the 1.25 days that are extra in every other year that will represent Mars, Earth, and memory. 512 memory, 256, 16 by 16, the 1 spirit of half-life, and the spirit of 76, bringing us on to the birth in the sun, because both of the equations end up creating by multiplying, adding, and subtracting 29. So bringing the 4th element together, one element, 2 elements, 3 elements. How do we do that? 1 element, 2 elements, 3 elements, and the 4th year links. Is that the way we want to do it? So what if we took away this year over here? Why is there a quarter of a year missing? How does it work in time? How would that quarter of a year actually work in time? What is that design? Where do we move? So if we lose 6 hours, right? Or if we have 6 more hours, 3 years, what happened to that time? So we add on a day to pretend. We lose 480 minutes, or the sun of Pluto, every single year, and then we have to pretend. So we say it's 365 and a quarter, but you can't do that because that's not how our clocks work. So we're losing 6 hours, 18 hours, 18 times 60 equals 2. We're lost 1,080 hours. 08, heaven connective Jack. We lost that time, 1,080 hours divided by 24. Is 1,080 minutes? Sorry, 1 day. 1 day, 1,080 minutes. 1,080 minutes, 18 hours. That represents Mayan time, 18 hours. So can our 1 year be an 18-hour Mayan part-time? 108 is 2 times 540, which is 4 times 270, which is 1080 divided by 135 equals 2. 8 times 135, 8 aces. Everything should fit into 8, not 9, because 9, the dot is in the center. It's 8 around 1. So the value of that 8, since there is 9, and we want to give, let's say we gave every single spot 1 in the 9 areas. So we'd have 9. So you'd have 1 divided by 8 equals 125. So 1.25 per spot times 8 equals 2 times 8 equals 2. 1 plus 1.25 for the spot in the center equals to 1.25. Hold on a second. 8 times 1.25 equals 10. Plus 1.25 equals 11.25. That is your secondary value of your dots on your cube. Also, because when you add 1 to 9, it equals to 45 divided by 9. So you have 45 divided by 9 equals to 5. So you have to have, it's 5. So it's 45 divided by 8 equals, okay, 45 divided by equals 5.625. 25,625 is the short Mayan time. So I'm just trying to calculate what this 1.25 is, because also after the last moon, the 364th day after the last moon, the year should be over. So all of a sudden now I'm talking, we have an extra day, because the last day of the moon of the regular Earth cycle is 364 days, 28. But if you go by the Hebrew time, they go by more precise. So is there really any time missing from the Hebrew time? Because every year theirs is different. So they make up nothing, because they make up the difference every single year as it changes for the moon. Belle the pig cutting off Madame Belle, cutting off the ground, cutting off our ground location, cutting off our ground connection. Beauty and the Beast, yes. What's his name? What was his name? The guy with the big muscles, what was his name? So we went to talk about, another thing I wanted to talk about was 90 seconds, 90 minutes, 8,100 seconds instead of 3,600 seconds in the hour, 360 degrees. So we have how many times? Do you follow what I'm saying? 7,200 and 16,200. So what happens here is they sort of look the same. When you have 8,100 seconds, 90 by 90, you notice the way I have 90 seconds by 90 minutes, and I end up using the word seconds after. I'm calculating 90 minutes, 90 seconds. So I only have to use the word seconds, which is gateway and birth. 72. This is number 72 as well. Turn it upside down. The L is the 12th letter, and this is the 6. 6 by 12, 72. 6 by 3, 18, bringing in the angel, if we want to do it that way. But if we do it every single way, we'll just get mixed up. 8,100 times 2, 16,200. 3,600 times 2, 7,200. 16, 1 and 6 is 7. Now we have 7,200 that matches. Why do we have to bring that in? I don't know. It's metric time. I don't know how it folds. Oh, just wanted to see something. 12 disciples. Now, you know, everything is made from our own minds, right? Everything is made from our own minds. So then if it's made from our own minds, and our minds are connected to another system, something that you cannot get away from. So let me see if I can somehow, I'm all twisted here. I just wanted to maybe show you that. Let me see if I can get this a little bit smaller. Make this small, get myself live again. And see that. See, since man made this, we'd have to look at the colors of each one. Every color is telling a different story. If you know how to read colors, read names. Beard, no beard, beard, face mask over here, Simon and Peter. Seems like these two have face masks in this, but it's actually just probably just a beard. But you can't see, here's half a face mask over here, so I don't know. By the way, kitchen is done. Everything is back in its place. Thank God, it's the only piece in the house besides the fridge and the stove and the sink and the bath that have anything to do with white. So it just feels a little bit different for me. A little weird. I have to sneeze. Too many windows open. My computer's running slow. Just give me a second to shut some windows. What's funny is to run a drill 14.4 volts to AH. Just really funny to run that drill like that. Just give me a second. Just looking at something. Just going to pick something up. I was looking at something else. And the other piece I was looking at, let me see if I can get this on the camera. Okay, very nice. You know what? I don't look at the comments right away. Now when you say very nice, I'm not even sure where I'm very nice at. Maybe I should just finish with these seconds for a second, okay? Let me finish with this setup. So now the 364 days. See that 2, the way I just shoved a line in it? Now it looks like a 4. You know what I'm saying? You shove a line somewhere and it just changes everything. The 364 28 day. So now we have 1 day extra every single year to a moon. After 20 years, you now have 20 days extra because of that moon. Yet nothing moves. Nothing moves. So after 60 years, you have 60 days. Plus, you have almost 5 days of leap years that have gone by, right? 12. What am I talking? 15 days of leap year. So 75 years are gone. 75 days are gone. That's almost a complete season, but yet nothing moves. It's almost like we go one cycle this way, we stop, and we turn around, and then we go back. And we just keep losing a day. We go back for a half a day, and then we go forward again. And then they call this the long and short seasons. Just thinking. So anyways, forget about all this. We're just going to go that we have 16 hours times 60 times 90 minutes times 90 seconds. 16 times 90 times 90 equals to 129,600 seconds. If you multiply it by 2, you get 25,920 of the Mayan count. If you divide this 129,600 and we multiply 60 by 60 by 60 by 24 equals to 86,400 minus 129,600 minus 129,600 equals to our vibration 43200. So 43200, okay, the remainder, okay, is half. So we have 1.5 days in a metric time compared to regular time. Metric, regular, 1.5 days. 432,000 seconds, 432,000 divided by 60 minutes. Half a day missing. Forget about that. I'm going to go into something else. We're not going to be here much longer. Talked about all the disciples coming for supper. The straight lines, or when you see dot, 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 you notice the way this is a drop, right? So when you see this, what do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So when you see 9 and 2 of these are even, you go like that. And now how many do you see? Or should I have done and then you take the center here and you got the dividing ropes. So from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we end up with 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5, and then 2, and then 3. So now we have 4 on the fence and 3 passing. So this can actually go this way on here, but this is going to go in between here. But the fence always links this way. So we're going to forget about that. Have we looked at this yet? where we have this letter K here. We've done the K. Have we done the Bible? Put your hand on the Bible. Put your hand on the Bible and say, well, I'm going to swear the truth, the whole truth. I'm only going to swear on the truth, but not on the Bible. Not even on a book. I just want to swear on the whole truth. I don't want to swear on anything else. I want to swear in the logic of the sound people, of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, whatever that truth might be. Kitchen. Oh, oops. Yes, kitchen. Yes, very nice. Thank you very much. Madame Belle Venus. Belle Venus, Beauty and the Beast. Kitchen. Yeah, I'm just very, very happy that, I don't know, it's a change. I'm still looking to do other things. I don't have a place to put any of my tea. No place to put my tea anywhere. I've got lots of things of tea. I like to taste different teas. There's this. Oh my God. The word we, although it's the 15th letter, the 21st letter, and the 9th letter, right? In which is 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 10, 2, 3, 4 equals 9, 3, 4 equals 7. If I just go to the last one, I shouldn't have put this here. Four equals 4. And if you take a look, you have 1, 9, 7, 4. And if we continue this way and go backwards, okay, or continue from the 1, we'd have 1, 9, 7, 4. This is what we're looking for. 7, 4, 1, 7, 4, 1, 9. 1, 9. Jesus is spirit, and Jesus is spirit, and Jesus is spirit. Bar mitzvah, man on the moon. 157 is yes. A, E, G. You have age. Yes. 369, creation. Noel, Leon. Hey, where's Leon? Is Leon the name of Santa Claus? What clause? The pound key, the 9 lives. Lives. Eskimos. Mars. Moons. Jack Frost. Jack, plug in Frost, 25, Frost. Spirit time from the skies of Saturn. Gold, the golden side, creation of the half-life through F. JF, 6 and 1, the half-life. Nipping at your nose. Button, what is it? Button eyes? How is the snowman made? Frosty the snowman. Now, Juan wins. What's your name? My name is Vietnam. Life, E.T., man. Jack Club, KJ. KJ. They can do it that way. Or they can do it not to go off and create the teardrops. Little fish. Let it go, let it snow. In one of the songs they sing, listen to the wind. Listen to the wind blow, and then all of a sudden I hear 20, which is Venus. The natures of Venus. The sun venue, the sun vein. Vin. When they say this word, it sounds like this word. Speed and GT. I know, the Mustang tells me. ND is telling me as well. ND is telling me second. So I'm going to look at Venus, caused by Neptune. Is it the ocean that causes the wind? And who moves the ocean? And who moves the moon? Pluto, Venus come together. Pluto, Venus, Neptune. And also that's 289 multiplied. It equals to 144 and 19. I didn't do darts yet. I didn't watch all the movies. Ooh, bit tired here. Just give me a second. I'm going to go out and get a drink. Let me put it dark for a second. So let me put it dark for 2 seconds here. Oh, just going to get a little bit more warm tea. On break. On break. On break. Be back in 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Somebody is calling me, so give me a minute. Let me take 1 more minute. Hello? Hello? Oui, ça va bien. What? J'étais en train de faire une vidéo. C'est qui? Qui? Oh. How? I'm not sure. No, too many people. Not because of the restriction. Just too much for my pet. Yeah, too much for my pet. But she wants to live home. Oh, okay, she's gonna leave her car there. Okay, I have to remember what street is she? Okay, I'll see you in 45 minutes. I'll come in for a little bit. Okay, bye. Bye. Okay, I don't know if you heard me. Sorry about that. That's what happens when you make a promise. I made a promise. Whoop, the camera's halfway down. That's not fair. I made a promise to pick somebody up. So, excuse me, I'm gonna pick them up in an hour, and I lost my trend of thought. I lost my trend of thought. Sometimes I'm on, sometimes I'm off. I want to go back to the 12 days of Christmas, in which we have 1 and 10, 2 and 11, 3 and 12, because 1 and 2 reverse. I mean, 1 plus 2 is 3, 1 plus 1. This one also, because it's 10, it becomes 16, and it becomes 1 and 16 equals to 17 equals to 8, or it becomes 7 and 1, which is on Q. So number 1 and number 10 comes on Q in the disciples or in the 12 days of Christmas, depending on which way you want to look at it. Now, I should just be pointing the camera down. Now, if you want to do reverse, okay, first we're going to go 6 and 12, 7 and 11, 8 and 10, and then 9. And then we're going to do 1 and, you see, we can't do 6 and 12. We have to do 7 and 12, 8 and 11, 9 and 10, right? And then we have to do, because we have 7, we have 8, we have 9, we have 10, 11, and 12. So when you're counting half, you don't start at 6, you start at 7. So you're halfway. So then when you start at 1, you go 1 and 6, 2 and 5, 3 and 7. Is that what? No, 1 and 6, 2 and 5, 3 and 4. And that's where this comes in. 2 and 5, 3 and 4, 1 and 6. So if you're going to do that, you're going to do the same thing for this. 7 and 1 come together. 7 and 1 are the same. 2 and 8 are the same. 3, did I get that right? 3 and 9 are the same. So that means 6 and 12 come together. 5 and 11 come together. 4 and 10, communication comes together in Earth's creation through the gateway of the moon and the skies of Saturn. And the total creates 1509, the minus and the plus, 3 and 3, the command and the creation of the Christ. Is anybody following? Did I get this right? 1 and 7. And the reason for that is because it's first, right? Or is first and last first? What is last, right? If 12 is first, then 1 is first. So would that be just 1 and 12 coming together? 2 and 11 coming together? 3 and 10 coming together? 1 and 12. So that would be 6 and 7 coming together, 5 and 8 coming together, 4 and 9 coming together. So this would all be 13. And this would all be 13. And it would all be equals to 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. This one, where's the other one? Just trying to see if we get this right. 7 and 1, 8. Did I get this right? This one here, okay, ended up to be 7, 7, 7. Just trying to see. I'm just trying to put all the pieces together. And this one will end up to be 7 and 12, 19, 19, 19. And this one will equal to 1, 1, 1. So we'd have 7, we'd have 1, we'd have 4. And then here we have our 1, 4, 7, the 1 month that is special, 28 days of February, the 4 months of 30 days, the 7 months of 31 days. And I just found another cycle. We're putting 1 and 12 back and forth together. But let's forget about these three. Where 12, we already did this, where 12 and 1 is the reverse. So I add them together for the 13. So now we know 13 is reversed. So there really is no 13 other than the overlap of the two numbers. And also the spirit of 76, if you're using gematria, the point where everything meets, where it crosses off to the other side. Here's the 7th gate, and then 1, 6 goes that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it goes that way. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going that way. Even though it's building up to 7 from this side, it's now going down the alphabet, and then it's going up. So the question is, although the alphabet is going down, should we actually be saying to ourselves, are you following me? If the gematria alphabet goes down, you have F, G, and H, and H and... So we do E, F, and we have I, H. So if we're going this way, up to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we go this way up to 6. One is a grave. I think one is a gu, and the other is grave. I'm not really sure. A-U-T. I'm not really sure how to spell this, but one in French is like that, and the other in French is like that. And we're both building up to G. So we have G connecting over here, okay, and everything connects over here at 55. And then we put together 4 and 2 and 3 and 1, 7 plus 6, 7 times 6. And we connect that. We get the 42 and 13 equaling to the 55 that crosses over. And that's our first or second triangle with 6 to half-life in between 5 and 7, which is the G moon. 35 and 12 multiplied minus the 12 is 23. Beta creation of electric company. Venus creation in Earth, Mercury. Venus creation of Earth, Mercury, and human light. 12 and 13. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3. Man, woman. Man, woman. Bat mitzvah and bar mitzvah. Bats. One is with a T, one is with an R. 38 is the total of the two. So we both go up to the 7th gate by G and by T, because the next 7th gate is over here. And then you have UV, TUV or TAV, and then you have RST. 21 and 19, 18 and 22, 40, 40, 20. So it's either, oh, my arm is hurting from holding this camera. anyways, just talking about these certain things and what happens, and the two pyramids, and we connect everything between M and N. And N is through the sun, and N is through the sun, DNA. And I'm very tired, and I want to thank you for watching this video. I know it's going to end quick. I'm not even sure where to go with this. Is there anything anybody wants to talk about? And no, don't worry about anything anybody ever says. And just remember, Judas was sharpening his, as he sat at the last table for his, he wasn't sure how to use his chopsticks, right? He was just put his hands on the table, and he's just, there's chopsticks on this Christmas Eve, right? This is pretty cool. You can do actually, hold on, let me see. No, I'd have to have the light on the other side. I need the light behind me in order to do this. I'm just trying to, if you cut something in half this way, when you go to cut it this way, you're cutting everything into quarters. So the first cut cuts everything in half. The next cut is you're only cutting one half. So what you have is two pieces. The next cut will create three pieces. So you go from, I don't know if we did this already. I'm going to do this after. The first cut, gives us two 12-hour days. The whole thing, right, is 24 hours. We get one cut, it's 12 and 12. We get another cut, we get 6 and 6. We still need this 12 with this 6 and 6. Now I cut one more time, so that would be 3 cuts. And that would be 6 and 6. But what and how can I cut that? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I didn't do that right. Hold on a second. How can I cut an 8? How do I cut an 8 out of a day? 8, 8, 8. Or is this the 8 we're looking for? Whoop, sorry. So this is 8, and this is 8. Sorry, the 8 and this 8, we can have the ring. What do we get in this 8? We get the silver matrix Mercedes because they all numerically value 85. 85 becomes 40 and 13. 35 equals to 15 equals to 53. 53, 35, doesn't really matter, equals to 1508. Another way to get that is from 27 equals to 14 and 9. This equals to 23. This equals to 23. The 8 and the 9 link. Same thing, turn it sideways. The 14 represents the sun. The 15 represents Mars. Total letter count. This becomes 5, this becomes 6, this becomes 29. 3.14159265. That's pretty funny. So this, okay, and this one here will create 68. And this one here will create 44. So we'll have electrical company, space 44, planet, house 68, which is part of 59, just trying to figure out which is part of Mars. Mars 3 times 17, planet 4 times 17, 51, 68, 29 our birth, 119. 1 and 1 is 2. That's how we come out with that. Let's go into March. I don't know. I don't know. Why do you say Mars? Well, 15 is the numeric value to a single letter count of Mars, where pick a letter in the alphabet that has a double digit. You can also reverse the like one, like if you say 10, 1, you can reverse it as 10, and then you'll say, well, 1, 2, 3, 4 makes up 10, the spirit of 55, half-life is 76 because of the numeric calculations. So you tell me a little bit more about this 15 Mars, God of War, woggle, wiggle, woggle, God of War. Something about this, if you take a look at it, it's almost like saying, I need to teach you. I need to show you the worst to teach you, because what you're living here and what you suffer here is nothing that's what you can suffer in the universe. But I don't believe that. I believe it up to a certain point, but I can't believe that. I can't believe a God would come down here and make people suffer so drastically unless there's a playbook and you choose certain things in the book. And remember, in games, sometimes they throw things at you in games. And some of these people that are really suffering, deep down mentally, they're not suffering the same way you think. And they can't express it because deep down they can handle their suffrage the same way you suffer when you're in debt and you can't make the end of the month of payment. The 47th is 211 what? 211th what? The 15th prime is 47. Mars, Jesus of time. Mars, the cycle of the moon. Mars 11, 18 and 11. Forget where that came in. 18 and 11. I can't remember. Just give me a second. One second. Yeah, where was I? 68. And yeah, and connected also to that is the matrix. The planet, matrix, Mars, all connected together. Just keep adding up 17s. But not only that, is that when you get to Mars, 17, 17, 17, you end up with 33, the 33 of the Christ. When you end up with the Earth, you add up another 33 and 17, which is 3 and 7 and 1 and 3, which becomes 41. 7, 7, 7, 21, 2 and 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 3. When you want to add up one more 17, 1 and 3, 4, 7 and 3, 10, becomes 0. Becomes 10, becomes 41. Because it became a 10, it now becomes, add 6, this would be 47. So now you have Jesus Christ of time. And the total of 47 on here, instead of adding these two, I add them to a single digit, creates 47. 7 by 4, 28, the cycle, plus 11. God equals 17. Why would you say, in which numeric calculation? God in regular numbers equals 26. Okay, to a single digit count. Yes, 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 to a single digit count. Okay. Yes. The 91st day of the year, except not this year. This year, the 91st day of the year was the 92nd day, which our birth, and that's April Fool's Day. Yeah, full reduction. Correct. Correct. I mean, that's what I know. But why don't we just take out that O, because O is for Mars and it's the half-life. And they say use a dash in between. So we're just going to go 7 and 4, and we're going to say Jesus time on the cross. Let's not use it. So even without that O, reduced or not reduced, let's say we don't reduce the O. So, well, we get the full value of it. There were a lot of things. I'm a little tired. I'm not sure. We were talking about the 24-hour day broken up into 6, broken up into 12 by making one slice, and then making 2 slices, 6 and 6, and another slice, right? And then here we slice to the center, but this is a problem. We can't actually do that. We're going to have to put a ball and make something disappear and run a rod to block the 3 parts of 8. You follow what I'm saying? Because we can't actually make a slice. I mean, if I put a border over this and a border over this, that 360 degrees gets reduced or lost because of this. Can that be the time of day that's lost for separation? We need to separate somehow. How much time is between this side of that line and this side and this side and this side and this side and this side? Can that be the day that we lose in the year by the passing unnoticed time? So we have 24, we have 12, we have 8, and we have 6. We can also have 4. We can also have 3. We can also have 2. We can also have 1. 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6. And then we can reverse it all, where these two would be 25. Wow, I got to go to a new page. Where this 2, 24 and 1, 12 and 2, 8 and 3, 6 and 4 equals to 1. Full reduction equals to 2, equals to 5, equals to 7. Earth, moon, the Q, the gateway, the G and H, the gateway to the heaven, the gateway to the 8th gate, most likely through the moons of Deimos and Phobos. That's the way I always see it. So this becomes 6 and 1. This becomes 3 and 2. This stays at 8 and 3. This stays at 6 and 4. Any full reductions? This can be reduced to 3 and 2. It's twice of this one over here. 5 and 1 Mars, 5 and 2 Earth, 5 and 7 Moon. These two come together. 1 inside 4 creates 5. 3 and 2, 1 and 4, 5. 2 and 3, 5. So 2 and 3, 5, we have 11. 6 and 6, we have 12. We have 3 and 2. It just tells me, I'm just going over basic for myself. I really don't know what I'm looking at yet. I have to go over the numbers, but let me do some reading. Dean is the teacher. Chaldon, E&A. E&A, Mars, E&A, Mars. And then with the N, it becomes the sun, Mars and the sun. It shows me that the delta angle, the 4, which is one side, and the 4 is the other side. So if I take the D both ways, if I take the D both ways and count them both as the 4th letter and run that separation line, I'm going to just show you where the separation line is in black. And I'm going to put a point on each one. So we actually have 8. 1 is in the center, but how can I say it? Because D is the 4th letter, and 40 reversed is 40 for the Earth. But that space in between, that space that divides. Right, 235. Right. Beta creation. 2 and 3 equals 5. 3 times 2 is 6 and 5. The sun. The beta creation times 2. 5 and 2. Earth. 5 and 3 electric oven. Yes, I know where that is. Sometimes I'm not brushed up on everything. 808 bicycle cards, 400. 8 by 6, 400. 400. 8 times 6, 48. 488th minute of the day. Is that what it is? I'm thinking. The gematria. I'm just trying to see if I have it here. Backwards alphabet code. How come I don't have it up here? Oh yeah, I do. Whoop, I just got a message from somebody. Is that you? Son's messaging. So if I go TACPANS, right? If I go TACPANS, enter, equals to simple gematria, TACPANS equals to 74. That's pretty weird, isn't it? Hola. Who am I? You know Judas brought this. I already mentioned this a couple of times in the video. Judas had this. This is chopsticks for the final supper. He was handing them out to everybody, but you know, they weren't clean, so I guess they were used. I built a basement with these. I'm not really sure where I'm going to go next with this. We didn't talk about pool. I didn't do Chaldean. There's so many little intricate things. It's really mind. How do I say it? It really is hard on the mind, you know. Anyways, we went over a lot of things tonight. We were talking about the wind, the Christmas songs, Vivre le vent, which means live the wind. And when you say vent, you can also think that it's 20, and 20 and Venus come together, and then Venus and Pluto come together. The seventh gateway of age, GAE, or 5-1, Mars, and 7, in which we did earlier, says age. So it is the age in Mars. That's what it keeps bringing me back to. I'm not even sure. We didn't talk about the swear words. We didn't talk about Frosty the Snowman and Jack Frost. What is it in the frost? When the air freezes and then freezes on you, you're actually, is that the aether that's freezing on you? That information? Yeah, when you start to think and then you stop thinking, once you get into that thinking mode, it just keeps going. It's crazy. It's just really crazy. Judgment is 20. Judgment is 20. The world is 21. Next year is not 2021. How do you look at the years? First, it is today. And today happened. So tomorrow, you're in your second day. When you were born, how old were you? You weren't at all. On your first birthday, was that your first year? Yes, your first year was completed. Now, when this year ends, we celebrate 2021 ending, not beginning, ending. 2021 ending. Does it make any sense? Ending. 2074. Now we've got some new numbers. That's like saying 2011. 2074. 53. 2021. 2621. All zeros equal 6. So say 2621 is 47. We are in year 2022. The reflection of 2022 is life and God, the son of Pluto, 4884, equals to area space. 4 times 8, 4 plus 8, it's 12 and 32, 44. You minus it, it's 20. And then we're back to Venus. And because all zeros equal 6, because it's 20, because we shouldn't be using the alphabet 1 through Z. We shouldn't be using that. We don't use the alphabet 1 through Z, because if we did use the alphabet 1 through Z and it tells us 20, just follow me, try and figure this out. I just multiplied 8 times 4 and 8 plus 4. It gives me 12 and 32 for 44. It means the word for space equals to 44. Let's not use area, because the area, the arrow is Mars. Let's not use that. This 4 times 4 and 4 plus 4 create P and H and say phi, because all H's come with I, just like Q comes with U. So when we take the 12 and we minus it from 32, it becomes 20. 20 becomes 26. We create the God, we create the half-life, because the 1 is the opposite of the 6. The O is the 15th letter. And on the dice cube, this 6 over here, which is actually 6.3 void, it's the only one that'll create the 1 dot in the center. That 1 dot in the center to a value of 6. So 6, you have to divide it into that 1. What is the value of the 1? There's 7 dots. Do you follow what I'm saying? 7 divided by 6. What is the value for the area space? But anyways, if I turn it this way, it's 8. It's this way or this way, 6. So you'll never have more than 7, because you always need that passing inflow in through here and then flowing out, because it comes down into 1 and then out to 6. Or it comes down this way, 6 and 6. So your 6 is your 8. 66 is your 8. So instead of taking 66 going through all the cities, which it's low bridges now through all the cities and all the big trucks. So we now all revert that and go on Highway 80, Interstate 80, and all zeros equal 6 equals 68. Now we got the house planet from 66. And 66, where your cap is on G and T in your gematria. And you draw that line, and the half space between the 7 and the 5, which is your moon, is your 66 root. And now you're bypassing it by Highway 80. So now when I spoke about 32 minus the 1220, that is 2 for Venus. The 0 equals 6, the half-life becomes 26, becomes 8, the heaven, through God. The large number with the O, 15, G and D, 11 equals to 26 God. The low count equals to 17 and Q, and that is your gateway. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7. And it's another way of saying F, G, and H. Laugh. Let's spell it out. Laugh, right? Kill 44 and 64. Well, 64, 6 is really just another 4 with 2 cutting out, splitting the 2 sides. Will we agree that next year is 2022? From day one, it's the beginning of 2022, January 1st. And it relates to Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, Donald Trump, because that's the split. Hoover Dam, that's the energy. Hoover Dam is the energy. I'm trying to think where else am I flowing with this. Man, woman. How about soft and hard? Zur et mou. Frein. In French, I mean, because I would relate the hardwood trees to men. And the softwood trees to women. Now, I want to know the difference in the sap. Because woman is soft and the man is Tate Zer, hardhead. Talking about expressions, that's what it always is. It's always about expressions. 222 follows me everywhere. Times 8, you're in the center of all decisions You are in the center of thought. If you think and you can see and micromanage your thoughts, 222. Now, we did this thing before. 12 times 2, 24 times 1, 8 times 3, 6 times 4, and that would be a total of 10, 24. And this would be 3, 6, 8, 6 times 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 equals 24 equals 24 equals 12 equals to 3 equals to 3, 3, 6, 6. 3, 3, 6, 6, 4, 4, 1, 1, 14, 41, Grover Cleveland on a pole. Wow. Okay, so what I just did right now is I'm looking at the 24-hour day and breaking it down. Then I break it down to a full breakdown. This one becomes 6, this becomes 3, this becomes 8. This becomes, whoop, that was wrong. Wow, how did I get that wrong? Right, we already did this already. All right, just give me a second. Made a little mistake. This is 6 and 1. So I don't know how I get, hold on a second. So this one, give me a second. This one will be 6 and 1. This one will be 3 and 2. Okay, so 6 times 1, 6. 3 times 2, 6. 8 by 3, 24. 6 by 4, 24. 6, 6, 6, 6. All sixes. Breaking down the day. We add them up. 1 times 2 times 3 times 4, 10. Added, multiplied. We're just going to add here. This one over here is the same thing, 10 and 24. 48 times 3. 6 times 3 times 8 times 6 equals 2. 864. Divided by 6 equals 2. 144. 8,640 seconds in a day. Divided by 6, 1,440 minutes in a day. Calculation comes together. The 24-1, 2 times, and all these calculations just come together. So how much is 24 times 12 times 8 times 6? 13824. I have to figure this out. What I do is I add up these first two numbers together. I'm just trying to see what it gives me. Passage through the moon. So all these things, Grover is the 22nd and the 24th president. We have to go with gold, silver, and bronze. 38, 85, I don't remember, but this is first, second, and third in the Olympics. Oh, Olympics. 20, 29, 31, 80. I don't remember how I got the first 80. There's another thing I wanted to add up is 24 and 12 is 36, and 8, 44. This is 50, and this is 10. So the total is 60. So it all matches coming to the clock. So this total is 60. Now there's a calculation in here that goes a little bit deeper. I'm not going to do it because I'm tired. It might relate to 1776. I want to thank you for watching this video. You're good people. I always try to figure out why 222. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4 by 2 is 8. 2 is a very, very funny number. 88 is purple, right up, made up of red and blue. 88, 288 is, I think, the end of the day cycle. In fact, 288 is the 288, and then 432, and then 5760. Sometimes we get the last two numbers, but we don't get the category that it's in. You're good people, love you much. I'm not really sure which way to take that. Thank you. I am 45, born 6/16, 6/7/75. Keel equals 44 and 64 minute low. My life path is 8. So you're under the rainbow in purple. You can see the two pills, the red and the blue. You have to make a decision. If you're always living in 8, then you can see the other side, but you're not always making the right decision. You're not always making the wrong decision. In fact, sometimes you're not making any decisions at all. You're so what I mean, I'm not telling you, but just what part of what I can see, and it doesn't matter because I can say and be completely wrong, completely right, or balanced. As long as you can see the difference and have the knowledge of the difference, that's the greatest thing. And remember, with this on, then everything else can be off, right? Because we know the difference. You see, even this, how many fingers? 5. How many fingers? 2. How many fingers? 3. I can see right through it. Anyways, I have to go out. My life path is 8. That means you're running all around 1. You have always incoming information all the time. I need to find something for my articulation. I think my oil is running out in my primers. I think I just had a cat jump on my balcony. I hope it's nice outside because I'm going out right now. I'm going to go pick somebody up at their friend's house because they can't drive, and that's what I usually do around Christmas time. I just pick people up and drive around with bring them home. Anyways, I just do it because for some reason I don't really like people over party. Yeah, well, you know what? If you don't and you don't believe, then wear one of these on your left hand or your right hand. Just wear one of them. I don't believe either. I believe that aluminum, that the skies are filled with so much dirt that we're breathing it in and it's sticking in our lungs. And when it's the right time, and if you can't shed that aluminum inside of you, okay, and if you look up what the disease that or the virus that's going around, it's centered on the lungs. And even if the vaccine, Francine, right? That even if it comes out, they can say whatever they want. It can be just some sort of placebo alternate towards something else, and then a stronger something comes in, and then boom, this Francine doesn't work anymore. Now we need the new Francine, and they'll just keep pumping us with more Francines, and then it'll never stop until eventually you can't figure out what's going on. Your mindset is gone, and you're now digitally captive. Digitally captive. But those who are asleep and those who believe, what can you do? Is this the way God and the devil signed? Is this the book we signed? What's going on? There's definitely another earth. We're all scared to do what's actually right because we're all living against, oh my God, I got to go to work tomorrow. I don't go to work, I can't buy food. I can't pay for my car, can't pay for my house. So we're sort of locked in. It's like a push me, pull me. Because if we all filled up our fridges with food and we all stood home, then our toilets wouldn't work. Because you're one of the guys who's a plumber and you ain't working. And you're the dentist and you ain't working. When does essential service? What is essential service? What is the essential service for somebody that needs to work? Because the essential service is for me working. If I didn't work, I wouldn't have food. But if somebody gives me free money and save my life, free money and save my life. You know who else was like that? Pinocchio. Pinocchio wanted a free life. Just wanted a free life. A wooden boy went onto an island. Everything was free. And then he turned into a donkey's ass. What if we refuse and send back all our checks? What if we don't have? What can you do to revolt without leaving your chair? What can you do to revolt without leaving your chair? Don't buy something, don't do something. Somebody else is without a job, and all the jobs are moving. Imagine if we didn't trade in other countries, everything would stay right here. Therefore, everything would be here. Nobody would owe anybody, and nobody needs to do anybody favors. But we intertwined everything, and we twisted everything up, and we all run to the dollar store, and we all buy from other countries. Something ain't right. The goat has 2 tits. The lamb has 2 tits. The cow has 4 tits. So are we connecting the cow? How many titties on a moon? The cow jumped over the moon. Was the moon already occupied? Check out my buddy Decode Your Reality YouTube. Well, post it, post it, post it, or send it to my email. I don't get to see everything. Is it Think Different? Think Different? Decode Your Reality. Let me hold on a second. Let me check this out. Then I'm going to get off, start my vehicle. Well, I just lost it. Decode Your Reality YouTube. Decode Your Reality. Oh, I like that. I like the images. I'm going to put that right up here. Okay. I like that. I like that. Sure. Is that it? Have you ever been to this channel before? God, I love my kitchen. Think. Think. The bear, the trader in between, and the bull. Everybody's doing to push me, pull me. Buy, sell, buy, sell. Logan Jason Decode Your Reality YouTube page. I think I got it here. Okay, well, I have something, Decode Your Reality. I'm going to take a look inside. Thank you for that information. I put it up at the top of my list. This is going to be the end of the video. Does anybody have anything to say? 9 times 5, 45. 4 by 4, 4 plus 4. Thank you very much. I've got the whole place down pat done. I've got designs of everything. Mathematics create designs. Binary code makes a design. Fibonacci makes a design. Roulette. The roulette makes a design. A very, very special design. It even shows aliens on it. The roulette shows a design. I have a video I can... So let me go see if I can post that video here so you can share that video. I have the universal wheel gematria is... what can I go? Let me see if I can have it under apartment. Hold on a second. MRTACPANS. Wow, that was pretty weird. Because I put my printer on my keyboard on another computer. Can't videos. Just trying to here's the copy. This is an old video of my place. I'm gonna just post it here. Thank you, Dharma lady. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm going to let you go now. I have some things to do. Shoulders hurt from holding this camera. That is into my bedroom. That one over there is into the bathroom. That one is into one bedroom. The bird is into the other bedroom. And that's my brick wall. And my chair, I guess my judgment chair is in the other room. And there's the, let me see, the pissing cross, the oil that's pissing from the cross. And another thing is, you think you're going to go into electrical cars. Do you think that the electrical car is the way to go? Look up on how lithium batteries are made and their disposables, how much carbon is used to make those batteries and what happens afterwards. How do we have these electrical cars when we're going to need SpaceNet and get that free internet that can control iRobot on the ground? Remove what Bell, the analog from Bell and the wires in the ground from Bell, and now remove the moon, now run on digital. New cells. What are the new cells? Cells, satellite cells. What cells? Do you want it for free? I say don't take it for free. I say just keep paying the bill. Somehow, eventually, it will get cheaper because I find it very expensive, the internet out here. Sometimes we're going to have somebody. Another thing is Fox News. Compare Fox News to everything else. See what they do in Fox News. And then there's another place to go and see, and that is ODYSEE. ODYSEE. And I think it's somebody was telling me about this crazy guy, and it was Radio Quebec. It's in French, but it's in French. Crazy guy, says all kinds of crazy things, but his numbers are exactly right. He's talking about the situation going on right now, but his numbers are right. Even though it's crazy things he talks about, he's 100% right. I mean, he can't be wrong. All he's doing is weighing this against this. He says, hey, look what this one says. Look what this one says. He's not taking any parts. He's just saying, look what everybody says. And that's where you get your answers. Pro Radio. Yes, you're right. Fox is 666. And from the very beginning, when I found that out, I knew they were the closing of the opposite, the 1 out of 4 that will tell a different story. 666 and 234 equals to your 90-degree angle. 234 to one side, 234 to the other side. 216. The 216, the 225, and the 234. Each one will equal to your 9. Each one of these you have this, and it's that area of space, and that's between the moon and the vibration. Now on the other side of 234 is 243, then 252, then 261, then 270. And that 270 is completion of that area cycle. 270, 90, 90, 90, 270. And 208, with 208, and we're not going to get into that because I have no numbers for 208. Raphael 70, 286 in the constellation of Pegasus. If you have on this glove, then you don't have to, or you know the difference of not this. And you know this is not good enough if it's not this. This is not good enough because the camera is going to pick up this first. So you cover this, it picks up this first. Where are your sunglasses? Where are your shades? I don't know. But all I know is Judas showed up with chopsticks in the final dinner. Raphael 70, 286 coming to you from the painted house. Call it Picasso. Call Russia touching Canada. The two fingers together in Alaska being cut off by the plug of the U.S. taking over that area. What's going on? Thank you for watching this video.